Hello everybody and welcome to Accounting 2 for the summer. I'm going to email a link to this video to help everybody get started, and I'm emailing some instructions to you as well. First of all, to log into Myaccountinglab, if you've taken Accounting 2, I'm going to pull this. If you took Accounting 2 just in the last semester or so, you should be all set with the book, so you just need to register for our course, which is right here, McGee 65065. If you have not used it before, I've got more detailed instructions down here, and again I'm sending you this information. So where was that? Down here on page 6, how to register for My Econ Lab and get into our course if you have not just taken 101. But if you've taken 101, you just go to My Accounting Lab and enroll in a new course and put that in, and you shouldn't need payment or anything like that. While I'm here, let me just kind of walk you through the syllabus here. I'm not going to read the whole thing because I want you to go through that, but just to point out a couple things. Email is the best way to get a hold of me. I don't have regular office hours in the summer, but if you need to talk to me, just let me know and we can arrange a time. I do have voicemail, but I check email a lot more frequently since I'm not in the office regularly in the summer. So the book is Holmgren's 11th edition. Again, if you just took Accounting 1, you should be all set and you shouldn't have to pay for anything. If not, you need to buy access to My Accounting Lab. You can buy the book with access, or you can buy just the access code, and it comes with the ebook. So whichever way you want to do it is fine. You can also buy access to My Lab without the book, but that's going to make it kind of tough. So I really don't recommend that option. But here's the learning outcomes, what we're going to be talking about this semester. I provide sort of a lecture in the form of videos. I have videos posted for each chapter, which are basically me kind of walking through some problems and summarizing the chapters. We have lots of examples and exercises in the book, in my videos. I've practiced problems for you. We have the study plan, and in addition to the homework. So you'll spend lots of time doing problems. That's really the only way to learn accounting. You can't really get it from just watching somebody else do it. You really need to get in there and do it. So there's lots and lots of opportunities for you to do that. You have 10 homework assignments, 1 for each chapter, 10 quizzes, 1 for each chapter, and 3 exams. And each exam is worth 20%, and then all the homework and all the quizzes together are worth 20% of your grade. The homework is done, you have 3 attempts at each homework problem, and I will drop the lowest grade. I have practice homework sets right here. Practice homework sets are not part of your grade, but they are. I recommend doing those before you actually get to the homework and the quizzes. There's also a quiz for each chapter, which are like 10 question multiple choice quizzes. They're taken in My Accounting Lab. You have a 30-minute time limit, so I recommend you prepare before you take it because you might not have time to look everything. But you do have 2 attempts at each quiz, and I'll drop the lowest score. I'll keep the highest of your 2 attempts, and then at the end at the end of the semester, I'll drop your lowest quiz score. And then there are 3 exams. You'll need to come to campus to take those. They must be taken at the testing center on campus. If you live far away, let me know, and we can try to find another place to proctor the exams. The exams are both multiple choice and problems, shorter problems, and the exams are open note and open book, and I'll show you later. I have some suggestions for preparing for the exams. This is how much time you spend. This is, even though it's a 10-week class, you still have to spend the same amount of time in total, so a little more each week than if it was a 15-week. Attendance, I expect you to kind of keep up. With this one, there's really no way for you to get behind because you've got stuff to do every single week. And then I'm not extending any due dates on homework or quizzes. Again, since I dropped the lowest grade, that is if you miss something, that's the one that gets dropped. So make sure you don't miss more than one. If you don't miss any, then you've got a nice little buffer in there. if you miss an exam, you better have a really, really good reason, and you better contact me beforehand. And when I say a good reason, I don't mean I was really busy at work this week. All the exams will be open for at least a week, so you have plenty of time to get in there and take it. If you're going to be away that week, then you need to take it before you go, not afterwards. The other thing I wanted to show you here is kind of a suggested weekly workflow, okay? And this is what I recommend for online students and face-to-face as well. This is really going to give you your best chance for success. The first thing you have to do is read the chapter. And yes, even though it's accounting, you definitely have to read the chapter, even if you're looking at the examples and even if it doesn't all make sense. And I have a video posted for each chapter. I recommend you watch those as well. Then I recommend you work the practice problems. These are not part of your grade, but they are a really good way. They're shorter problems to really help solidify the concepts in your head. The videos are a lot of me working these practice problems, so you can watch the videos and then try to do the practice problems on your own, or you can do the practice problems and then just go to the videos just for the parts you had trouble with, either, whatever works for you. Then once you think you've got it, do the homework. Again, you have 3 attempts at each homework assignment. As long as you give yourself enough time, there's no reason not to get A's on all of the homework. If you wait till Sunday night at 10 o'clock to get started, though, you're only going to have one chance to get through there if you're even going to finish it. And so you're not giving yourself a chance to redo them. So if you wait until Sunday night, you're not giving yourself the best chance. And it's the same thing with the quizzes. If the longer you wait, the less chance you give yourself to redo these and to take that second attempt on the quiz or second or third attempt on the homework. Everything's posted ahead of time, and you can certainly work ahead. But just because it's due Sunday, I certainly don't recommend waiting till Sunday to get started, because again, you are just not giving yourself the best chance. If you've done the homework and there's still some things you're not sure about, go to the study plan, which I'll show you. It's not required, it's not part of your grade, but the beautiful thing about the study plan I'll show you don't have to do all the problems in there. You can just pick and choose, I need a little extra practice on this one or that one. After you've done that, but before you take the quiz, I recommend you make a 1-page cheat sheet. Now this is not required, but I recommend it for a couple reasons. One is it helps you review what you've learned. It saves you a lot of time on the quiz, and the quizzes are timed. So this way you're not leafing through the book and leafing through problems and pages and pages of homework problems. But making the cheat sheet is a great review, and it saves you time on the quizzes. And then what I recommend is after you take the quiz, go back and modify that cheat sheet. All right, this is what I missed. This is what I clearly wasn't prepared in this area. And then you've got, when it comes time for the midterm or the final, you're going to be really, really well prepared with this. It's going to save you a lot of cramming at the end. The exam is open book and open notes, but it is timed, and there's a lot of material on each one. So if you're leafing through pages and pages and pages of stuff, you're going to have trouble. But this way, you've already got a cheat sheet made up. You know what you need help remembering and all that kind of stuff. And so that's really going to give you the best chance of a high grade on your exams. So that's the weekly workflow that I recommend to you. Let's just pop back here to see what it's going to look like in My Accounting Lab. Yours looks just a little bit different than mine, but so start here is where I've got lots of stuff posted. Well, at least I think I do. I've got the syllabus here. I've got some orientation material to get you going. I've got the schedule of due dates. Everything's due on a Sunday. Technical stuff to make sure everything's set. These are a couple Myaccountinglab things. Even if you've used Myaccountinglab before, I recommend taking a look at those videos, because there might be some features that you're not aware of that could really help you out. So make sure you don't skip this part. Really look at these guys and look through everything, and let me know if you have problems. Here is where I have videos that I've made for you. So each chapter, some of them, if it got too long, I split it into 2. I have a video, and I have PowerPoints from that video that you can feel free to use as your notes. Again, some chapters are broken into 2 videos, but these are me summarizing the chapter and working problems and that sort of thing. So, and again, some of them, you don't have to watch the whole thing if you don't want to. You can skip to the parts that you need a little extra help on. And then the assignments are here. So for each week you have, sorry, it's a little slow there. So what you'll see is this. The demo problems are these practice ones that I was telling you that are not part of your grade, but I recommend you try those before you do the homework. Then you have the homework, and then you have the quiz. And so you'll see that for each chapter, demo problems, homework, quiz, demo problems, homework, quiz. Again, the quizzes are timed, and you got 2 attempts. The homework are not timed, and you have 3 attempts on those. And then after chapter, let's see, we got the 3 exams, which you do not see just yet. Those will show up a little bit later, about a week before they're due. What else do I want to show you here? Oh, the study plan. The study plan here has pretty much every problem that they have for this book. I always skip right to here to view all chapters. And let's say I am working in chapter 13 here. And these are the different segments. And maybe I'm okay with journalizing issuance of stock and this kind of thing, but I just do not understand treasury stock. And so I go here, and this shows me the problems related to treasury stock. And so I can click on any of these guys, which may be problems you did in the homework, they may not, but you can work these as many times as you want. They're not going to count against your grade. And you can do these guys. Once you check your answer, you can say, give me another problem like this. So you can do as much in there as you want. And if that's the only problem you do out of 13, that's fine. However you want to make it work for you. Your grades will show there and results. There won't be anything there yet. And then the e-text has the entire book in here. So you click that one, and that'll go you right to your book, so you don't have to carry that big heavy book around if you don't want to. You've always got this one handy. And I think that's about it. I'm not going to go through all this. But so there you can pop down to the chapter you want. And when you're working in the homework too, it has you can click to this. You can click on the e-text when you go to now let me just take you to one of these. And if I'm in a problem, you've got these, and there's videos on there, that some of the Pearson videos I put up there kind of already talk about this. But you've got question help right here. Help me solve this, walks you through it step by step of another problem similar to it. But that's a great way to just see some of them have these demo docs, which are little videos. This will take you right to this section of the e-text. And Ask My Instructor is another good one, because if you do that, it'll send me an email, and I will be able to see exactly what you're looking at, because everybody's got different versions of these problems. And so when you get this one, I can see exactly what you're looking at. So rather than, if you've been working on this problem for a really long time and you're ready to beat your head against the wall, don't. Send me an email. I can check it out. And sometimes it's something that I can easily solve or show you. Sometimes it's something simple. Sometimes it's harder to explain over email. If you send me a message, I don't get this whole chapter, that's kind of tough to answer in an email. But if you're working on a specific problem and you're stuck, it's generally, I should be able to help you with that one. So those show up in that question help there. And I think that is about all I had to show you here. So each week you'll have those 3 assignments, and then the exams will show up there. Let me just show you real quick here your schedule and your due dates. And so this is what I've posted for you. So pretty much 1 chapter each week, and then homework, quiz, homework, quiz. Again, I didn't put all the steps there that I recommended, but this is what's absolutely due. for example, in week 4 here, where exam 1 is due, this is all due on Sunday, July 3rd. But obviously I don't recommend doing all that at once. So I would say, especially in those weeks, you'd want to make sure you get the homework and the quiz due, maybe Friday or Saturday, so you can use what you've learned there and then go take the quiz. It's due here. Obviously it's going to be available before that. I almost always have somebody that goes in and takes the exam on Saturday and then goes and finishes chapter 15 on Sunday. And I don't understand why anybody would do that. You really need to finish that homework and finish that quiz to make sure you've got that chapter down before you go take the exam. So it's all due on Sunday, but I would really, really not recommend trying to do all of that on Sunday. You've got the same thing here in week 7 and in week 10. So the homework and the quizzes are done at home, but the exams, you have to come on campus for those. So I think that is just about everything. Take a look around. Please look at all the stuff in the start here. And let me know if you have any questions at all.